I do not actually want to take part in this conversation. I need to do something different, but instead try different.
I am a shield wall unto myself.
That being running away. If I can't get a reduction in the number of enemies facing. Ah, 3 enemies. Not doable.
This is useless. Try something else.
Not doable as far as enemy numbers goes.
I need to try.
As I like this.
Consider it done.
This isn't working.
Back here.
I'm on.
Tiberius. Okay. Damn archers.
Hey, they saw that, right?
This weapon is useless.
Tree, how about?
As you command. As you command.
I've got you now.
Brave. Yeah. You still have potion. That.
Not a problem.
Time to try a different weapon.
Damn my eyes.
Tiberius.
I'll take care of it.
Why are you not killing him fast?
It's a hit.
Right. Like to heal yourself. Thank you. What? Some of that.
Consider it done.
Under here. Take me if you can.
Go. Barrack. Barrack. Oh. unconscious.
Lend me your strength.
And he's conscious again. Nice.
I will aid you.
Why is Tiberius always the first one to go unconscious? I mean, other than the fact that I'm incompetent enough, I don't notice he's taking heavy damage, I mean. Apart from
Consider
that.
it done. Try a different weapon. As you command.
Out.
Someone staunch my bleeding.
Will do.
You clumsy shit! Focus!
Will do.
Well struck.
Alright, see?
I will aid you.
This is not going according to plan.
Whatever you need.
More than a few people.
I'm on.
Oh. One remain. Enemy. Thanks, it's gonna go my way. Still gonna try. And it did. I somehow managed to beat him with just my mage left. Of course, everyone is
Right.
badly hurt. And there are still two of them left, but better than before. Or 5 of them. I could take 2, even. There's a couple of wounded people, and one person who has multiple wounds. I'll level up Ebb. Runic Teacher, I think is what I go for next. Gain more experience in those areas. And all that jazz. Also going to save again. Just in case this fight doesn't go according to plan.
This'll be.
Eric. I want you fighting him.
will aid you.
This is useless. Should try something else.
I need to try to attack. This isn't working. Just stay away.
Ebb.
I got it.
That. Tiberius went down again. His luck is terrible.
I'm on.
My god.
This is useless.
Tiberius, you are awful.
I will aid you.
You really are. Can you not manage to stay conscious for an entire fight? Apparently that's too much to ask for.
You learn something every day. Take that!
I'll omit that from the record.
Okay.
I'll omit that from the record.
I'll take care of that. Oh, if I had an iron ring for every dumbass mistake of mine.
Right.
Whatever you need.
Ebb. That's them down. Very well done. You see, this is why splitting up your enemies is a very good idea. And what is that purple thingamabout's it? That one. Oh. Going to go with that for a little bit more bonus health, because Tiberius gets knocked unconscious so goddamn often. That's me. Yeah. Duelist. No, that would require me to be using one weapon only. I will take a dual wield mastery 3. Even more weapon damage when dual wielding. Because Tiberius is a dual wielder, and we're going to very much try to specialize in that.
Right.
And now I'm going to save the game. because I see confrontation up ahead.
Yes.
Or not. Appreciate your help. There's still the matter of this rust storm. Our troops won't be able to advance until the tornado is dispatched once and for all. We will show the insignia. I was told this artifact might clear a path for us. That thing? It's more like a cloak pin from here, but those winds haven't been kind to my eyes. Nods towards the wind wall. It can get us through the storm and into the heart of Sentinel's stand. I won't question the will of Kairos. Lead on, Fatebinder. Oh, no arguments here. And we can't see much of anything except a vague silhouette, but I will use the insignia. Lift it up towards the storm and see what happens. The wind walls part as you hold the steadfast insignia aloft. Dust and debris swirl around a cone-shaped absence projected before you. It stretches into a tunnel of breathable air. Insignia's jewels begin to glow brightly as if invigorated by this parting of the winds. Whatever dormant state the artifact occupied, it is now awake and full of new potential, should you desire to use it. And we will venture forth.
Curious how that artifact left the path open behind us. Others are likely to follow in our footprints.
Let's now find Stratus Herodin. Regent Skyblades. These guys are gonna try to kill us. That's for certain. Save the game. Can it be? Figure approaches through the storm. Regent Skyblade seems ready to approach and welcome you. Dawning realization comes to her expression as she hoists up her weapon in a stance of challenge. Announce yourself, invader. We haven't sat in the eye of the storm this long to become slaves of Kairos. Take us to Stratus Herodin. Barrack advances on the guard with a menacing air. I don't want to hear any more of your petty threats or how much you love your country. Deliver us the serpent at the heart of this nest. Yeah, what he said. I'm honestly, and so is Tiberius, sick and tired of having to deal with this nonsense with Storm. So, we're just going to get right to the point. Take us to him, or die. Whoa there, big boy. I just watched the storm all day. Stratus is behind the walls. Glances in your direction with wonder. The insignia. Andrew lets out a startled yell. Someone bearing the Regent's insignia comes this way. She wants to make you out in the storm. Why have you come, stranger? Alright. There's no real reason for us to be subtle here. I think they can guess why we're here. Most likely. The wind wall is open. I suggest you leave with your lives or join the mound of bodies I left in my wake. The soldier looks to her countryman and gives you a once-over. This madness isn't worth dying for. Not even the Regent would fault us for taking the chance to leave after all this time, would he? Considering again, the soldier shakes her head and dashes opening in the wind wall behind you. Of course, chances are the disfavored that follow us will probably kill them, but not our problem.
See that?
These guys, I don't think they'll be quite so nice towards us. But we have to get past them. And I have to save the game. A stranger, and they let you through? Wearing an uncertain expression, the scout grasps his weapon. I don't know what sorcery carved a safe passage through the storm, but the regent's fortress is closed to outsiders. Yep, called it. This is going to be fight them time. Out of the way, peon. No amount of stalwart rats can keep me from wrapping my hands around the regent's throat. Yes. You protect Harridan after all this time, all these years you've spent trapped behind that storm, still loyal to a man who wouldn't even fight his own battle. How sad. How utterly, utterly sad. I protect the ruling bloodline of Stalwart. Our country's leadership is secure while I stand in its defense, and none of Kairos' forces will move me from this spot. Yeah, keep on dreaming. Your confidence in your leader is admirable, but I doubt you're of a single mind with those on the other side of the storm. A voice bellows from the other side of the portcullis. State your weapons and raise the gate. I would speak with our guest. Looks over his shoulder and frowns. Step forward and present yourself, then. Keep a respectful tongue and you won't have any trouble. Well, call that shocking is really an understatement. I in no way expected the regent of Stalwart to actually want to speak. Thought we'd have to fight and kill our way through. Stalwart's ruler looks at you with a mixture of caution and amazement. His gaze lingers on the steadfast insignia. That explains how we were able to pierce the winds. But why have you come? Not to liberate an enemy, I think. He squints. The long isolation has taken its toll, but we aren't deaf to news of the outside world. I think I recognize a fate binder when I see one, so logic follows that you are the keeper of Vendrian's well. Harridan! Eric pounds his fists together hard enough to shake the earth. Come out and face us, coward. You've dodged this reckoning long enough. Regent blinks. Do I know you? Your face, what little I can make of it, eludes me. He sniffs and returns his attention to you. Friend here seems a mite unstable for emissary work. That's his usual state of being, as it happens. We survived in the Overlord's prison for over a year. I live on, and so the Regent bloodline endures. Even the disfavored couldn't breach Kairos' wind wall when the edict crashed upon our heads, though I'm less certain how you managed. Regards you with a hint of resignation. You didn't travel this far to deliver terms of surrender, did you? Did you? Well, I feel like, even though I'm almost certain it's pointless, Tiberius would at least try to negotiate with him. And we are going to do that. This storm is destroying your people, and you're trapped here until you die. So, basically, forever if you keep this up. Surely you must see the madness in prolonging the inevitable. Sorry to contradict you in front of the others, but Ebb casts a side-eye glance at Harridan. They're not his people any longer. The unbroken outside this keep curse his name. But if this aged fish diddler had any grasp on reality, he'd have offed himself already. Oh, that's actually a pleasant surprise. I thought Ebb would have been not happy that we were fighting other rebels since she was a former rebel herself. I am glad to be proven wrong. I'm not ignorant of my part in this equation. Edict can only be ended with the blood of the last regent, just as Kairos decreed. He nods. Must warn you, I haven't survived this long, only to be cut down by Kairos' lapdog. I endured the war, the disfavored suicide march, and the long isolation of this storm. I won't make it easy. Then tell me, what have you gained from the stalemate beyond just the hatred of your people? He hesitates to answer first, and screws his face into a grimace. The people do not know what is best for Stalwart. We need a strong leader who understands the traditions of the realm, whose blood is part of that storied heritage. They spite me for preserving our strength and outlasting the war, so be it. I did not accept this mantle for adoration. What have I gained? I've kept Stalwart alive in this self-imposed prison even. Whatever else you may think, the desperation to reach this place and end my life only confirms the righteousness of that decision, as hard as it has been. What was that about a disfavored suicide march? Second year of the war, my personal forces captured one of Raven Ash's elite. We divided their numbers for our own protection. Some here, others at Duskwatch, with plans of bargaining with Ash for their lives. You preyed on the Archon's love for his troops, monster. The war came to a, shall I say, climactic stalemate, when the disfavored force amassed around Sentinel Stand to drive us out and liberate our prisoner. Thoughtful expression overcomes him, and he dispels it with a shake of his head. The rest, as you know, is history. Before the disfavored could finish their desperate attack, edicts swept up my people in Ash's Legion like they were made of straw, battering bones and iron, so much dust that now swirls about our heads. I remember that day too well. If you had but surrendered, then hundreds of northerners and southerners alike would have been spared. Stalwart bows to no one, you armadillo of rust and entropy. Harridan grimaces at Barrack and shakes his head. Your presence alone dirties these noble defenses. Well, you're obviously not a leader. If you were, you would have fought to the end rather than hide. You're like a coward. Your doubt is understandable, but why should I have fought a losing battle? Stalwart's regents have always endured where others fell. Sentinel Stand, I could outlast any enemy. And how could I have known that Kairos would be so exacting in punishment? True, but you could have ended this edict long ago. I mean, you have weapons, just cut your own head off. Simple. You mean by suicide or execution at the hands of my countrymen? Expression withers. That would betray the dignity of my station and the honor of my soldiers alike. Caving to the Overlord's will, we'd lose the very thing which makes Stalwart great, our perseverance. I took no pleasure in watching storms ravage my country. Here from the safety of the eye, I have suffered the weight of that decision every day. But I would never second-guess it. Your burden is nothing to me, or that of your people. To consign your country to this is unforgivable. When Kairos called on Ash to submit, chose his soldiers' lives over pride. You are a coward, and I'll see yet you die like one too. Yes, okay, let's just cut to the point. I'm going to end this edict one way or another. You must know that. Now, will you help me or not? I will not, and you are a fool to think I would accept such an outrageous proposal, if in everything it represents. The very pride of my station hinges on rejecting your impossible solution. He raises his voice for all to hear. As regent of the great realm of Stalwart, I eject you from any courtesy or invitation that holds you to these walls and banish you from my lands. Typical that the attendants of Kairos present no agreeable terms. You may distort the histories to reflect that I forced this confrontation, but everyone here will remember that when your overlord locked me in an impossible choice, I chose Stalwart. Harridan turns away and heads through the portcullis. Now run, or not run.
weapon is entirely worthless.
Do a little bit of this. I like that.
It's useless. Should try something.
I'll take
Else.
care of it.
Lantry, please heal Tiberius. Tiberius, you're fighting the wrong person.
Look at all the destructive things we can do if we just work together.
Wow.
Got you now.
Oh crap! The feet
Okay.
finder isn't moving.
Fuck. Fuck. Eric. Mind killing him for me?
I will.
And we float in the air and heal and damage. Respectively. That. Tiberius.
On it.
Please get off and start killing the archer.
I need to. Try a different weapon.
Whatever you need.
Ninja.
Smash the peak.
Now, you dead, and you to kill
I'm
him.
on.
Tiberius, please back off a little.
Whatever you
We
need.
can now finish our last foe.
Nobody saw that.
Tiberius, slice attack, and
I'm on.
rot. Oh, one Mother Embrace, I mean, not to rot. Oh.
My blood spills.
There they go. We won that fight.
I got it.
Now I have to take the long way then. I mean, really, what is up with that guy not wanting to commit suicide or whatever? Now we have to do this the hard way. Save the game. Just before we head on to this fortress. Guys, we avoid
It's a battle.
all possible, but immediately run smack dab into a bunch of these assholes.
I'm feeling so great.
I was directing that order to everybody, morons.
Have a look here.
Everybody, you imbeciles. Fine.
Filthy hands off me! I require needle and thread.
Well, I'm actually going to go ahead and reload the save because I kind of bumbled my way into that one. And I want my approach to be a touch more strategic than that one was. Well, I've been going on with this recording session for a good long time now, and not to mention the fights this citadel here to reach the regent and killing everyone in there is probably gonna take me a while. So I think I may hold off that for now. And I'm going to actually end this recording session here. So this has been DarkPhoenix Ninja 92. Thank you for watching my Let's Play of Tyranny. Hope you'll join me next time when we'll be commencing our attack on the Sentinel Stand Fortress in hopes of killing everyone inside and getting rid of this fucking storm by killing the regent. Hope you'll join me then. And if you've enjoyed this, then please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to see more like this. Until next time, folks, I'll see you then. So long for now.